Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2022 Kia Sorento. As with all of my reviews, I'll be covering all of the ins and outs and taking this thing on a thorough drive. We've got a lot to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. The Sorento is one of Kia's longest standing and most popular nameplates. About 1.5 million of them have found homes since the initial launch back in 2002. The current generation is still very fresh, having been released for the 2021 model year. For 2022, a new plug-in hybrid electric variant joins the gas-powered and hybrid variants to round out the model range. Other changes include the addition of all-wheel drive for the hybrid, more standard features for several of the core trim levels, and, due to the popularity of the off-road themed X-Line package, it's now available on the EX and S trims. Designed in Irvine, California and assembled in West Point, Georgia, the latest Sorento features Kia's all-new third-generation N3 platform, which also forms the basis of some of their other newer offerings. N3 brings a lot of positive changes for the Sorento, including improved driving dynamics, reduced NVH levels, improved strength, and reduced weight. From an engineering perspective, the new platform also has greater versatility to accommodate alternative drivelines such as the hybrid and plug-in hybrid variants, which start out at $34,090 and $45,190 respectively. The latter is before any applicable federal tax credits. The average tensile strength of the body structure has been improved by 4%, while impact kinetic energy forces are more evenly distributed thanks to new multi-load paths built into the body structure. Total curb weight, depending on how equipped, ranges from about 3,800 pounds to 4,100 pounds. Kia claims a weight drop of about 120 pounds over the previous generation. Dimensionally, the new Sorento rides on a 1.4-inch longer wheelbase. It's 0.4 inches longer overall, 0.4 inches wider, and 0.6 inches taller when including the roof rails. The styling is a combination of sharp, modern lines with a lot of cool details that make it look more SUV than crossover. A baby Telluride, if you will. My favorite detail is the hood. You can see how the edge wraps around the body side and integrates into the rear shoulder line for enhanced length and width. Partial LED headlamps are standard on the LX, S, and EX, while full LED headlamps and LED tail lamps are added with the SX and SX Prestige. LED fog lamps are standard on the EX and above. The Sorento is offered in 5 core trim levels: LX, S, SX, and SX Prestige. All Sorentos come standard with front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is a $1,800 option. On top of that, all trim levels aside from the LX are now available with the off-road themed X-Line package. In addition to standard all-wheel drive, X-Lines have a 1-inch increase in ride height for a total of 8.3 inches of ground clearance, as well as exclusive exterior details such as unique bumpers and cladding, unique dark gray wheels, and a bridge-type roof rack. Base pricing for the 2022 Sorento ranges between $29,590 and $43,190. This example is a fully loaded SX Prestige X-Line. The only additional options shown here include wolf gray paint, the X-Line rust interior package, and carpeted floor mats. The total MSRP, including destination fees, is $45,120. The 2022 Sorento is offered with 4 powertrains, including a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, a turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, a turbocharged 1.6-liter 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain with a 44-kilowatt electric motor, and a turbocharged 1.6-liter plug-in hybrid powertrain with a 66.9-kilowatt electric motor. For the purpose of this review, I only had the chance to sample the turbo 2.5-liter. It's an aluminum engine that features dual overhead cams with 4 valves per cylinder and continuous variable valve timing. Fuel is delivered by a combination of direct and multi-port injection with a compression ratio of 10.5 to 1. It develops 281 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 311 pound-feet of torque between 1,700 and 4,000 RPM. That's 90 horsepower and 130 pound-feet of torque more than the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter. It takes about 7.5 seconds to accelerate to 60 miles an hour from a standstill, while top speed is governed to 131 miles per hour. The only transmission available with this engine is an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. It's quick-shifting, smooth, and responsive. Helping tailor the driving experience is a suite of drive modes, including Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Smart. Smart is an auto mode that adapts automatically to your driving style. If equipped with all-wheel drive, a snow mode is also included. The modes adjust engine, transmission, and steering parameters. With the digital instrument cluster, the layout and colors change with each mode. Pretty cool stuff if you ask me. As far as fuel economy, EPA estimates for the turbo 2.5-liter with all-wheel drive range between 21 miles per gallon in the city and 28 miles per gallon on the highway. I averaged around 24 miles per gallon. Those numbers are with using regular 87 octane. With front-wheel drive models, you should expect slightly higher returns. The total tank capacity is 17.7 gallons. The Sorento lineup is offered with wheels ranging from 17 inches to 20 inches in diameter, all of which are alloy wheels. These are the 20-inch wheels. They're 8 inches wide and come on the EX X line, as well as the SX, SX Prestige, and the SX Prestige X line. They're wrapped in 255/45 all-season tires. The Sorento's suspension is fully independent, featuring McPherson struts in front, a multi-link design in the rear, and gas-filled shocks. The handling is surprisingly sporty with responsive steering and excellent stability over rougher roads. It's a comfortable ride for sure, but it's also more fun than you'd think. The steering is a column-mounted motor-driven system that doesn't offer a ton of feel, but it can be firmed up a touch via the drive modes. It's smooth with variable assist based on your speed of travel, giving you greater precision at higher speeds and easier maneuverability at lower speeds. It takes about 2.6 turns from lock to lock with an overall ratio of 13.7 to 1. The turning diameter is 37.2 feet. Leather wrapping on the steering wheel and shift knob is standard on all models except for the LX. The upper spokes house multifunction controls for audio, telephone, cruise control, and more. 4-wheel internally ventilated disc brakes are standard. The front discs span 12.8 inches, while the rear discs span 12 inches. The LX and S have a foot-operated mechanical parking brake, while the rest of the lineup have electronic parking brakes. When equipped with the 2.5-liter turbo engine, the Sorento can tow up to 3,500 pounds. A smart power tailgate is standard on the EX and above to make opening and closing easier when your arms are full. You simply stand behind the Sorento and wait for it to recognize the key fob. After a few seconds, it'll open the tailgate automatically. It's manually operated on the LX and S. Inside the cargo area, you'll find lots of open and usable space. Underneath the floor, you'll find some additional space with all of the jacking equipment. A temporary spare tire can be found underneath the rear of the Sorento. With the rear seats in place, you have 12.6 cubic feet worth of space. They can be easily folded down by a set of pull straps to increase up to 45 cubic feet, depending on the second row seating configuration. A remote fold feature in the cargo area allows for one-touch folding of the second row seats. With all of the seats folded, the Sorento has a total of 75 cubic feet worth of cargo space. Throughout the interior, you'll also find lots of storage compartments, including a generous glove box that features a soft opening lid, a large center console with a removable tray, plenty of cup holders for all 3 rows of seats, large lower door pockets, second row storage nets, seat back storage, and cubbies for third row passengers. The Sorento's interior is a refreshing departure from the previous generation with a thoroughly updated layout, better materials, and all of the latest technology. Kia has done a great job with creating an upscale environment with design elements that are usually reserved for cars costing significantly more money. The value proposition remains very strong with a great list of standard features and lots of available options. I love the semi-floating infotainment system in bright accents. The available open-pore wood and faux metal accents are also a nice touch. Upholstery options range from cloth to leatherette and, as shown here, genuine leather. With the latter, signature diamond quilting is added for a more premium look. Normally, you have 2 basic interior colors to choose from, black and light gray. But this X-Line has the exclusive rust interior package, which adds caramel-colored leather. Different trim levels vary in the adjustments of the front seats. For 2022, the SX Prestige gets standard memory seats with more adjustability, adding 14-way power and newly added thigh extensions. The passenger seat is 8-way power adjusting. They are very comfortable. Heated front seats are included on the S and above, while ventilated front seats and a heated steering wheel are added with the SX and SX Prestige. As far as technology, the LX comes with an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. The rest of the lineup now includes a 10.25-inch touchscreen as standard equipment. The infotainment system is super responsive and features high-resolution graphics with capacitive touch response, just like a smartphone. With the larger screen, you also get a server-based navigation system with real-time traffic data, a multi-connection Bluetooth interface that allows 2 phones to connect simultaneously, and UVO telematics with connected user profiles. The latter allows different drivers to set seat positions, outside mirror placement, and favorite radio stations. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard. A wireless smartphone charger is also available. This example also features the available 12-speaker Bose audio system. It offers center point surround sound and dynamic speed compensation that analyzes the sound source and automatically adjusts it to driving speed. For those times where you just are sitting idle and feel like relaxing for a bit, there's a Sounds of Nature ambient system that offers 6 calming themes so you can create a peaceful retreat inside the Sorento. Of course, the steering wheel has all sorts of multifunction controls that operate the driver information system, radio, telephone, and cruise control. There's an optional natural language voice recognition system too that can recognize a number of commands such as turn on the AC and heat the steering wheel. When it comes to safety features, the Sorento has 16 advanced driver assist systems. They're either standard or available. It would take forever to cover each one, so I'll cover the basics. Standard features include blind spot collision avoidance, speed limit assist, forward collision warning, driver attention warning, and leading vehicle departure alert. There's also a standard forward collision avoidance system that not only detects vehicles, but pedestrians and cyclists as well. Optional features include expansions to the forward collision avoidance system, rear cross traffic collision avoidance, as well as blind spot collision avoidance, blind spot turn signal cameras that appear in the digital instrument cluster, smart cruise control, highway driving assist, and more. Inside, you have dual front airbags, dual front side airbags, dual rear airbags, and full-length side curtain airbags. There's also a driver's knee airbag. Depending on the trim level, the Sorento can be had with a second row bench seat or individual captain's chairs. It's a really nice space that offers many of the same niceties that you'd find in the front, including plentiful soft touch materials, cup holders, and storage pockets. The panoramic glass roof is huge and allows a lot of natural light to come in. It's optional on the S and EX, but standard on the SX and SX Prestige. I really like the captain's chairs because it gives you your own space, so to speak. I also feel it makes the interior feel more roomy. What's really nice about these is how adjustable they are. You can slide them back and forth to create more leg space as needed. You can also recline the backrests. The armrests and headrests are adjustable as well. The Sorento will accommodate taller people with ease. I'm 5'10" and I had plenty of room left over. The seats are also quite comfortable. Just about the only thing missing beforehand was the option for a second row heated seat set, but this has now been added for the 2022 model year. In the back of the center console, you'll find adjustable air vents and a couple of power outlets, one 12-volt and one USB. The third row seats are really nice if you have smaller children. Like the second row, there's latch child seat anchors on either side. The rear seats are easily accessible by sliding the second row seats forward. However, it was too tight for me back there to be comfortable. Even if you can't sit adults back there, it's nice to have the added flexibility because, as you saw earlier, they can be folded flat when not in use for extra storage space or improved rearward visibility. Like I said, you have cup holders and storage cubbies on either side, but you also have USB charge ports for mobile devices. That's a nice touch. Both headrests are adjustable. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2022 Kia Sorento. Be sure to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot, and if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so because of course there's always a lot more content where that came from. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.